All right, so for our wild card segment today, we're going to talk about Kim Jong Un and what he's having his citizens do. Basically, I read an article that really caught my eye. It turns out that Kim Jong Un who's the supreme leader of North Korea, is making all of the men in the country cut his hair to be exactly like his.
Wow, that is pretty crazy. Do you have a picture?
Actually, yes, gotta pull up a picture here.
You know, I think, in my opinion, I think this is going a little too far. But hold on, here's a picture of it.
This is what he looks like. Let's see right there. Yep, definitely. It's not what you'd want to look like.
Oh, I can't even imagine what.
Not the best hairstyle.
Imagine you with that hairstyle, dude.
Not that my hair's good, but his hairstyle is something I would not want to do with my hair.
You know, I think it's kind of cool in a sense, you know, because it kind of shows that they're united and, you know, they kind of want to be together and alike and no one's better than another, but it's still kind of like too far, I guess. You know, but after watching the National Geographics, where one of the reporters went to there, it's kind of sad how people are suffering, and you know, I just really hope he has a change of hearts and like stops being so dictatorish, I guess.
Yeah, at the end of the day, though, it is a communist country, and these people don't have a choice. Although they did have a choice before, they were allowed to choose from a list of hairstyles before, which is still not much of a choice.
It's like three different styles.
Yeah, you only have a few different styles to choose from, and now you can't even choose from those. So it's really like definitely not a society I want to live in. Like just the environment where you just have a sense of less freedom.
It's pretty cool, you know. I guess we take everything for granted as of simply, you know, our haircut. So I'm just glad we live in America.
Yeah, definitely.
So gun control is our next segment, and it's been a very controversial topic with many different people. After watching a segment on 30 Days in class, it really showed me a clear picture of both sides of the argument and how both sides feel they're right.
Yeah, no, it's definitely a controversial issue, as seen in even recent news, such as Newtown and Aurora over the past years. But it's really, those experiences are a prime example of why I think we need more gun control in the United States.
Mm-hmm.
However, it's not that difficult to obtain a gun, although there are restrictions, and they keep putting more restrictions on it. And I feel that the only way to stop the gun violence is to keep putting more restrictions on it, although you might not get guns out of people's hands.
Right, you know, and the thing about it is it's the law-abiding citizen, and that's not who we really worry about. It's the criminals that obtain the guns, and criminals, they usually don't obtain the guns the legal way, so they go through the black market, they go through alleyways, you know, so it's not like they're following the system, so there's not really a way to control it. So who pays for it? Yeah. It's the law-abiding citizen.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, it's very controversial. You know, like, you know, many people say, you know, if you put a sign saying no guns, that's not going to stop someone from entering a store and shooting it up. You know, it's going to be an armed guard staying there, and he'll think twice. Look, there's an armed guard there. I'm not going to go in there and shoot up.
I mean, besides the restrictions, really, if you were to do anything else, at least get rid of automatic weapons. I know. Like there might be, you can use guns obviously for recreational use.
Right.
People use them, go to the firing range and shoot, and hunting they use them. But for those things, there's no reason to have an automatic weapon for, and especially because of how deadly they are. And like people could just walk into a public place and shoot up an automatic weapon. That's a serious problem. And like if you get rid of automatic weapons, like if people are gonna go in the stores and shoot anyway, at least without the automatic weapon, you'll have less deaths,
less casualties.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, these are very good statements, and well, I guess we'll just have to sit and wait and see what the government does with this.